Nathan, round 2, Phillip Island, qualified top of the table.
Yeah, it was good. Unexpected, but always nice to see.
Now, we were talking earlier, was it very slippery out there, or was it, there was no standing water, obviously?
No, it wasn't too bad, actually. I mean, the first lap there was some wet lines, not puddles, just damp. So by lap 1 or 2, once the tyres were warm, it wasn't a problem.
So tell us a bit about the car. You've still got the standard engine in?
Yeah, look, I mean, we're still building the engine that we had a problem with at the Nationals, and so that's taking a bit more time than I thought. So we're still running the old engine, which seems to be holding together well.
You're obviously hoping to have it together before the end of the season?
Absolutely. I think the Nationals is probably the aim. I'd like to have it next round, but that's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we've got it for Baskerville.
Well, mate, we've got 3 races to come. We wish you the best of luck.
Good on you. Thanks very much.
Stephen qualified 7th this morning, but the top under 2 litre car.
Yeah, pretty happy with our qualifying. Went out with a wet setup, thinking it was going to be a lot wetter than what it was. But yeah, we're still pretty happy with the result.
Well, mate, how's the car running this weekend?
Yeah, good. Feels good. We've had the gearbox rebuilt since Bathurst 2 weeks ago. That's been a bit of an Achilles heel so far, but yeah, I think we're on top of it, and hopefully we get a good result this weekend.
Well, you've certainly been out there consistent for the last few rounds. We wish you the best of luck for today. 3 races to go.
Great. Yep. Thank you very much.
Marco, round 2 are down at Phillip Island. Race 1 down. How are you travelling?
I was travelling pretty good. I was having a ball till I had my gear stick left in my hand again. So a bit brutal, I think.
A bit rough on the machinery, mate.
I must be, mate. Yeah, I was having a ball till then. It's good.
So what? Is it actually broken off? Or you got to weld it on? Or?
Yeah, no, I probably did a repair that I shouldn't have done to it, which I knew it probably wouldn't stand up to it. But anyway, so we'll live and learn. I won't do that again.
Well, mate, apart from the gear stick, how's the car travelling?
Really good. Like, surprisingly really good. I made a couple of little mods. The boys down at O'Connell's Tyres balanced the car up, did another wheel alignment, and it's been amazing. Bloody like a different car.
Almost a cappuccino car.
A cappuccino car.
Well, you get out and you don't have to do anything to put some fuel in it and have a cappuccino.
That's great, yeah, just about, yeah, almost.
And I see you have a new teammate, Paul Velleman, and you've oiled up his clutch, mate.
Yeah, well, I've got to slow him down somehow. I mean, the man's come out, he's given it a paint job. The thing looks fantastic. And he said, you know what, we try and do a little bit of a duel up. And I love the way the car looks. His car looks great. And got out there with him, and unfortunately he's had a bit of issues with his car. But bloody awesome. He's a good mate. And to see both our cars out there side by side is really good. It's good fun.
Well, mate, we've got 2 more races to come on Sunday. We wish you the best of luck with it.
Thanks very much, Pete. Appreciate it. Thanks to all the guys, everyone in our club. Bloody amazing bunch of people. And, yeah, look forward to more racing.
Andrew, it's been a while since you've been out on track.
Oh, no, it's been a while since I've been to Phillip Island. We did round 1 at Sandown and had some fuel problems, so had a bit of a run. Trying to sort out our dramas and not break things every race meeting.
Well, today you told me it's the cappuccino car. There's not much to do.
Yeah, about all we did after the first race was come back and put it up in there, let it cool down and had a cup of coffee. So we'll add some fuel and we'll go and play tomorrow.
Well, it's been a while since you've had reliability like that.
It's been a few years, yeah. I think I've broken everything about 10 times, so I'm about over it.
Tell us about the new livery.
Oh, well, I've had everyone else's name on the car for years, so we just painted it blue and orange, tyres and more. And then I was thinking of a new bonnet because we got 3 or 4, so I just thought I'd do this bonnet just to show our respect. That's all.
Love it. Certainly, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of people like it. A lot of people have said stuff, and there's photos of it everywhere, so people must like it.
So how do you think you'll fare for the rest of the weekend?
Oh, as long as all I have to do is put fuel in it and have a coffee, it'll be really good. We'll just see what happens.
Well, mate, we've got 2 more races to go. We wish you the best of luck.
Yep, thank you very much. I'd like to thank all the sponsors, you know who you all are, and thank you for coming every race meeting and doing what you do too. Awesome.
Travis, first round with IP, how's it going out there?
Really good. It's very exciting. The track's a lot faster than what I gave it credit for, so it's been a real eye-opener and, yeah, a bit to try and get a handle of early on in the day.
Well, finished 24th in this last race. That's not a bad little effort.
Yeah, thanks. I would have liked to have been a bit further up, but turn 2 on the opening lap was a little bit different. I ended up out in the kitty litter for a while there, but still had a bit of fun and came back through the field a little bit, and yeah, it was good fun.
Tell us a bit about the car.
It's a car that's come out of Queensland. I've bought it as basically a test of passion to see if I still had passion for motorsport, which it's proved its point, I do. It's a little 1600cc Corolla engine in a 1975 body Corolla.
What have you done to it?
I've done very little to it. I've just improved a few little things since I've had it, but it's got a built engine, so a bit of extra compression and pistons and what have you like that, close ratio gearbox and a 5.1 diff and 4-wheel disc brakes. It's a pretty simple car, not too much flair about it, but it just sort of does the job, and it sounds to business when you're driving. It's fantastic.
Well, mate, you're obviously having fun out there. Planning to do more rounds this season?
Yeah, absolutely. Winton's my home track, so I'm really looking forward to Winton next round. Hopefully we'll go a bit better there. It'll probably suit this sort of car a little bit more than what a track like this does.
Well, mate, we've got 2 more races to go. We wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much.
And been a bit of a troublesome weekend for you. Quite a few little issues you've had to deal with. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we've had a couple of issues this weekend. The first one, got a bent rear arm, which was giving us a bit of grief in Friday practice. So that held us up a little bit. And we had a bit of a misfire, which we thought might have been a leader or a plug. But upon an inspection, after pulling the rocker covers off, we discovered there was a couple of strip bolts come out of the rocker bolts come out of the heads. So that meant we, after struggling in qualifying with we thought was a misfire, we weren't able to start race 1. So we spent yesterday fixing that up.
And obviously made it out for race 2 this morning. How is the car travelling now?
Yeah, much better. Obviously the misfire had fixed itself. We made that repair, and yeah, it was good to go. So yeah, it went well. We moved through the field a bit, and I look forward to race 2.
Well, we've got one more race this afternoon. Obviously now that the car's running well, do you think you'll get some good results? Yeah, well, I think if we can probably maybe pick up another 5 or 10 spots and finish somewhere in the top 10, I'll be pretty happy. It's my second time at the track, so still obviously learning and getting used to it. But if we could finish somewhere in the top 10, I reckon I'll be pretty happy. Well, we wish you the best of luck, mate. Thanks. Good on you. you're another one that's had pretty horrible weekend so far. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Yeah, it's been definitely a really hard weekend. Came here Friday morning, ran the new engine as we used in round one, and had low oil pressure, so we decided to take the engine out. My sponsors are Lucive happened to have an engine sitting on their shelf, which would save me 3 hours driving to get my old engine. Put that in. Unfortunately, that let go Saturday morning. So back home yesterday to put my old engine from last year. So we got that in, and this morning, first race, had a fuel injector plug pop off. So I was running on 3 cylinders. So yeah, it's been certainly an interesting weekend. So yeah, not the best.
Well, I hear it's a bit of a woe weekend for the blue cars, because there's a number of blue cars that have had issues this weekend.
That's it. I think we've got to change the colour of our cars maybe. So, but hopefully I'll get a good run in the last race, have some fun, and yeah, hopefully the weather holds up too. So looking forward to it.
Well, you're out in about an hour, so we wish you the best of luck, mate.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks to all the IPRA sponsors, and thanks to all the competitors. It's been a really great weekend. Thanks, Peter.
Andrew, a bit of a troublesome weekend for you this weekend, fuel issues and so on.
Yeah, it's amazing how you go from one weekend to another, Pete. And yeah, we were chasing an electrical problem that we thought was a module on the Dizzy at start, and then we sort of backed that up by changing the coil as well. And yeah, that first race yesterday, we sort of thought we'd nutted the problem out, and then yeah, conked to the line about 10 metres short, and sort of investigated more and found that we had a sort of an intermittent fuel pump problem. So yeah, first race this morning, it's sort of playing the game, and we'll keep our fingers crossed it does for the rest of the day. It's amazing how you go from one race meeting where you think the car's not bad, and you go back to your setups from the last meeting down here, and it's just not in the ballpark at all. So yeah, we're still chasing it, and we'll see if we can do a little bit of tinkering and see if we can get it a little bit better in handling wise for the Savos race. Yeah.
Well, one more race to go. We wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, mate, and just like to thank all our sponsors and all the volunteers that come out and make it possible for us to race. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Andrew qualified 9th, race 1 finished 11th and brought it up to an 8th place for race 2. Very good for the VH Commodore.
Yep, thank you. Very happy with the car at the moment. This is my first outing in the car with improved production, so currently very happy with the meeting and see whether we can improve this afternoon.
Tell us a little bit about the car. What have you done to it and so on?
Okay, so the car started off life as a Commodore Cup race car, which is how I purchased the car, still in the original Commodore Cup trim. Basically how you see it today is very much in that format as far as brake suspension is the same. The engine's been upgraded to a 308 and otherwise and the ignition system's been upgraded, but basically it's the same spec as similar spec, 5 litre version of a Commodore Cup car with a smaller, the rear wing removed and relevant changes for IP.
Are you planning to do more rounds this season?
Plan is a look at doing Winton. It's not necessarily locked in Winton at this stage, but looking probably to do Winton, Sandown and Island Magic and keep the other state round at Phillip Island as an option.
Well, obviously, is there any issues with the car? It's obviously running well this weekend.
Happy with the car. It's with previously I've been running on Dunlop tyres, which were a Commodore Cup spec tyre. Now with the Yokohama, I think I've got a little bit more grip going on. So I've just got to keep an eye on the gauges and make sure everything's behaving itself. So that's what I just want to.
Well, mate, we wish you the best of luck. One more race to go.
Okay, just like to thank a few people that have assisted with the car. So Edney and Rodney at HSD Cylinder Heads, Glenn, Danny, Norm in the pits here at Phillip Island. So thank you.
Rob, engine woes and all, you've come back this weekend and finished third for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, look, very pleased with the result. It's been a bit of an agonising period waiting to get here and trying to restore my confidence in the car and hoping it's all good. And hey, presto, it's great. It's right back on the money again. Yeah, holds oil now, holds water and doesn't push the oil out everywhere where it shouldn't be. And yeah, no, it's really good. I'm very, very happy with it again. It's going to do some more racing.
Well, mate, we wish you, we congratulate you and hope to see you at the next round.
Yeah, no, it won't be the next round. I'm going to Darwin in June, so we're going to go do the big road trip up there for the Civic car round, defend my title from last year.
Oh, well, congratulations for this weekend, Rob. Well done.
Thanks, Pete.
Nathan's second for the weekend. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for that. It was a hard battle. It was a great weekend and a really enjoyable one, like with Rob and Luke dicing back and forth. There was no contact, but it was good hard racing, a lot of fun.
Well, you've certainly been giving Luke a run for his money this weekend. Obviously the Beamer's going well for you.
Yeah, it's going really well, and after this morning's run where we got to only a 6-lapper and we got to get really close to him at the end there and give him a bit of a hard time, I thought that the 10-lapper might be my lucky stroke for the day, but unfortunately we lost second gear on the first lap coming into Honda. And so for the rest of the 9 laps or 10 laps left that we had no second, and so I had to just really sort of nurse it through and just keep the revs as high as I could, keep the speed up as much as I could through the hairpin and through MG. But you know, honestly I thought that it was over then, but we managed to hold second the whole way, which was fantastic.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. And I want to thank Nick Casconi for helping me out this weekend as usual, and to all the sponsors for IPRA and all the other drivers. It's been fantastic. It's always good fun.
Obviously, Luke, it's been a interesting weekend for you. You certainly had some woes at Sandown, and they haven't stopped here, but you finally got through the weekend and came out on top.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It's the tricky bit when you build an improved production car, isn't it? It's what was a road car, and then you bring them out here and beat them to death. So everything back from the right foot just suffers. So, but as usual, the guys that work on it and myself have done the best we can, and it's held together. The BMW boys behind me with Robbo and Braune have done a good job to keep the pressure on. It's been really good. I've enjoyed this weekend racing against them. They've been in the mirror the whole weekend, and yeah, fantastic.
Well, congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thanks very much, and as always, thanks to all the sponsors that jump on board: ProCut, GC Electrical, No Fear Security, Powerhouse Engines, Craig's On-Sites, and as always the club sponsors. Always happy to have them on board. 888 Capital as well this year, so fantastic to see everyone. This club just gets stronger and stronger, so great to be a part of it.